Many protests has rocked the Nigerian scene in the past years as protesters are faced with what is called an infringement on their human rights, which is the freedom of expression by the police force, especially the Department of State Services, which is the DSS, which from some quarters appears to be undemocratic in their dealings. Looking at what transpired between the independent people of Biafra, which is the IPOB, and the police forces as they clashed in the southeastern part of Nigeria while engaging in a protest with fatalities and casualties recorded, and IPOB being proscribed as a terrorist organization in Nigeria, how has the police force handled protests in Nigeria in the recent past? Is it fair or undemocratic? Welcome to First on Flip TV. I'm your anchor, Christian Chukwu.
The thing is that the killing is not supposed to be so, because I don't think anybody carrying stick is not violent now. They were not fighting. They were not carrying guns. So why are you killing them?
They are a terrorist organization
If the one, are they the only terrorist organization? Why can't they go and face Boko Haram and kill them like that?
Boko Haram is not in Nigeria. They have not prescribed them as terrorists.
Okay, it's only
They have prescribed
IPOP.
this is fair from the part of Nigeria.
It's not fair that they are dividing Nigeria and somehow, because if something is happening to the south or east, they take it serious. But if it's happening in the north, they will not take it serious as they are taking to take the ones in that happens in the south and east serious. They are the one that has opened way for the rubbish that is happening now. Because I call it rubbish in the sense that when you are seeing that something is black, you are pretending it's red. The children behind you will not bypass you and do otherwise now. But if you give the younger generation the go ahead and stop leading them blindly, the younger generation will stand up. When people are protesting peacefully without dangerous objects and you are killing them, everybody will be afraid to go and protest now. Everybody should know that Nigeria is not one. If they can divide the country, let everybody go his own way. Because the North, they are claiming as if they are the only one that can talk. They are the only one that can give rule. They are the only one that can rule Nigeria. It's not supposed to be so.
Facing these countries that everybody should go on our own way. Let the go stay university outside. That's all. Well, I don't know how it's going to be possible.
Ojukwu wanted to separate Nigeria.
Are you telling me it's
I know now. I said, as in their life, they see waiting they happen. I wish Ojukwu self they are alive to this.
I mean major crisis now. Nigeria will not survive it as a nation.
Yes, no.
Go and write it down.
Yes, no.
That time is just because olden days will happen.
I don't know say they go still spoil na like this. Say na know say na like this go kill me. All of na go fight that time. Wetin I dey tell you be say this country, the matter, you know, e just be like say they just create us to steal from us. E just be like cage. So you no have option now to be just dey find means how to survive in any position where you dey. Before you know everything now, all our corruption leader. Wait, which kind something? Before you know now, all our corruption leader will just carry one motivational speaker. Come, that one go dey talk say he use business with 500 naira. It become big. We be say all of them are stealing big money.
Means we will not get.
Make I tell you something, they are robbing us, our property, they are everything. If you want to know everything about me or about Nigerian stuff, just go. Me, I have already said that one. But for this Nigeria, the only option now would say, just pray, make God let you see your own do. That's all. Just if you wake up like this, God, connect me to my destiny helper. Let me see my own do.
So if they connect you to Buhari now, you go join them.
Why join them do what?
And if you are connected,
Oga, wait, make I tell you, if they connect me to Buhari, that's you. Make I tell you something in this country that you can make sales or you can make is number one. If you don't have money, if you don't know people, so who are you? You just dey shout for your backyard. If I know Buhari today, depend on the position where I dey to am. Before I fit talk say okay, I wan advise am or I wan tell am say make he do something or make he no do something. Buhari can never solve the problem of this country. The problem is for one, the way they build us, the way they build this relation, this country, and they just build it on, should I say, on corruption stuff. Maybe you don't understand the package. Sure, me and you, everybody in this country, they build us, they build our mentality to a stage that we must thinking of shit each other before we get it.
everything has gone back.
So how many which Buhari want to do? Tell me. This country before you know now, they know that if see they know that if you get everything in place for you to think fast, you can able to reason along, you can able to say okay, you want to do this, you want to do that. But no, they don't even want to let you reason like that. Let me give you some clue now. For every country to become a great country or to become a great great nation in country, that country must able to solve at least, let's say, 90% of humanity problem. Let's just say at least 90% of humanity problem. Let's say China, for example, now. If you go to China, like their secondary schools, you can able to think big, think fast on how to use technology. So that's why I say today you want to buy phone, you want to do this, you depend on them. Can you just tell me what is our year for year? Go. Tell me how many humanity problem we can solve. For year, our secondary school, they go to tell them maybe they go find rats. Maybe they won't use that, they do this thing. For how long will we be doing that? But see our headers here. They know that what they do is, in this country, if you look at rich men are getting richer, poor are getting poorer. And the control, the ruling is just be like cabal.
Yeah, turn by turn, it's going around. Yeah.
What they do is they know that they will send their people abroad, their family abroad, so then they get a better future, so they can able to think how to solve a humanity problem. They can able to think because there's everything in place for them to think big and think wow. So after they go there, they will come back here, they will still become king. Me and you, we say we never get money to travel. So tell me, you say you never, as you did so, you never even see money to iron your clothes. You never even see light. If you get light, you no go think say okay, make I use this light do something. Light no day. So me and you go school, you no get work. So tell me, me and you just reason, you go school, no work, everything just hard. The only thing you go to do, the only thing is you go just find a means to survive. Now tell me, is that not a cage? Is that not a cell? Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Understand. So if they are picking, make I tell you something you don't know. All of them, all those elders, they know what they do. And you don't need to blame them. That is the foundation of this country. Sorry, I don't know whether you hear it, but when you pay ilé tí a bá fi itọ́ mọ́, itọ́ tá fi mọ́, èrì lásán ló máa wó dànù. Bible even says only how can two people move together? So you bring Hausa, you bring Igbo, you bring Yoruba. Those Igbo people, they crazy. You don't join us like this, bam. You can't talk say one Nigeria. For where? Okay, you don't see us Hausa they kill. That's another big problem entirely. Just think about it. Those people where they do that thing, they know what they do. They just rob us psychologically. That is what we don't know. So this country, they don't build it on top of. If you too reach there today, now what they do, you go do. You no have option.
What happened to Boko Haram when they arrest? What happened with Boko Haram? Who killing people, bomb people? When they arrest them back again, Nigeria government, which is called government of Buhari now, release them and exchange them for the some visas guess what did they call them?
You are saying the government is not fair.
It's not government, it's not fair.
But since the IPOB know that they are labeled a terrorist organization,
They didn't use gun to police. Does now somebody protest and you use gun for police?
if you are a terrorist organization, probably you should consider not protesting because your group is already labeled as a terrorist. So if they see you,
Does he use gun against the police? I'm not an IPOB. Did he use gun against the government?
yeah, there will be some sticks and machetes and
If the same thing with the Sowore also. Sowore protest against restructure your government. Restructure. This is what Nigeria wants, restructure.
That's not what the IPOB wants, sir. They want to move away from Nigeria, not restructuring.
That is why I'm telling you now, you come around the table, ask them what did you want. It's now, let me tell you something, And you have a child. When you have a child, and the child needs to give him food to eat, and that child is very hungry, what is he supposed to do? He will disturb you. He will disturb you. Not to use gun against them. If you continue to use gun, Nigeria will be like this. Nigeria will be like this. Yeah. What did I say? What did I tell you? We Nigeria, we are not one. Different identity group. You will now say I'm not an Hausa man. You will now say I'm not a Yoruba man. That is what's killing Nigeria now. The Hausa man who ruling the Hausa man, who call himself Buhari in the Hausa Rock, putting all in brother control the whole world. The last time I was hitting Mama Daura that it is only from that place. I am not from south. I'm from Middle Belt.
What happened to them is not okay. It's not okay. Because Nigeria is, they say Nigeria is one Nigeria. Actually, when someone did a protest, you understand? When someone did a protest, there's a certain things the Nigeria government is supposed to avoid. And there's some certain things the protest are supposed to avoid. You understand? Normally, every country are having a protest. You understand? But you can't just invade in people protest and start humiliating them. Describe is that's what Nigeria government has said. You understand? But I don't know. For my notes, I don't know.
Sure or no sure, I think it's political and in a viable environment. Everybody has his own right, as long as you don't as a Nigerian citizen, yes. As long as you don't, contradict the federal law, the law that guides the country. So you have right under the Constitution. I don't know to what extent, the kind of democratic dispensation we are in now. Maybe there is a limitation for you. I don't know how it is enriched in the Constitution to protest. There is no limitation for we to protest. What we are seeing on screen are times where some people go about in a peaceful protest and they are being harassed, they're being chased away without, carrying a stick, without any harmful object with them. How would they, if there is room for protest under the Constitution? So I wonder why we are being chased away. We are not giving that room, the opportunity to protest peacefully. Just to express your feeling that this is what is going on. Is it right? Or, if it is true that it's under this dispensation, there's a room for a protest, a peaceful protest, so to say. So I wonder why we should have been given that room. I mean, to
not changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Even with this regime, nothing has changed. Just that it seems the government is not being fair to protesters.
transform as they did tag themselves as change, Abi. It's a culture, it's a continuous. I wouldn't say it's a continuous assessment because the culture is in us already. Wow. Yes, I know what I'm saying. But I say it's in us. You as an individual, you are in the system. I as an individual, I'm in the system. So when I say the culture is in us, because we see what the people in front, what they are doing, even if they now hand over to we, the youth as we are saying, because we see what example of the leaders who are doing this. So they will do more than that. That's why I said earlier that the culture is in us. I don't know if where I pray shall God take control, because we are seeing.
Don't you think that all this, the way Nigeria is going, it's going to be civil war?
Actually, where this is a public glare. You know, if something is going, Yoruba adage says, but abandon la do. If the situation is going continue, like if the drum is beating hardly, it's time to, for the leather to tear. You know, when the sound is coming out profusely, hardly, sound, so it's continuously is about to tear. So that's what I mean by that adage. So if the situation will continue this way, I don't know. It's quite obvious. We know what the end will be, but we nobody pray for it. Because some people that have experienced it, that's what I'm talking about, 1966, Biafra, whatever, they never pray. Nobody ever prayed for war. So we are praying for, as a nation, we are praying for Nigeria for that change to come. But to be sincere with ourselves, we never see that that change. I just have to reserve some comments internally because this is a public glare.
They have their own reason and their purpose. Not that they are terrorists. Not that because they are from the eastern side they turn to be. Ipob is also have a forum on how to defend their own land and how to be able to handle situations so that they will be able to live in peace. And Ipob is working on the fact that they also are marginalized, so they don't want to go into destruction every aspect. You are marginalized in the country, and then you come into their own land, and then you are now destroying and killing them. So that's why they form a forum. Every state, every local government is supposed to have a forum. Every village have a forum which they can defend their own village. So it will not just sit down, somebody come and kill the people and go. It doesn't happen like that in my village. You can, even up to today, you don't come in our village and kill and go. There must be youth that rise up and then say, come, we cannot agree for this. That is what happened. That's why we have Ipob and some of the organizations that want to make sure that they keep their border very safe. So that people, we are not to be happy that the people, this one come, he kill people, go. This one come, are we to die in dying? So that's why if people don't rise up, they will just be killing and then killing and killing. And this is division of Nigeria. Even though when we are one, we are not meeting the need. So if possible, if possible to part into 6. That's geopolitical zone. It's not a bad thing. All we need is to be in a good condition. Nobody wants to be suffering. You hear rising debt. You hear Nigeria borrowing to pay even the workers. There's no joy there. There's no good thing there. It's only that because we are just Nigerian, just kept quiet. Things were not like this before. I'm 60 years now. Things were not like this before. But because of mishandling, they come in to destroy. In the past 5 years ago, it was not like this. So it's the mishandling that is causing Nigeria to be in this kind of fuck up. I'm just reading now. They say that that federal government cannot fund rising debt. This thing, and I also read that he said they say that the inflation is rising. Was it like this before you take over? Was it like this before government take over? So these are the things that if you don't know what to do, if this man don't know how to shut this camera, he should allow somebody that to know how to shut camera to shut camera. Not that you just go and sit there and then you don't know what next to do. You must know what next to do. See, Ghana was so low in the past 5 years, but Nigeria fuck up. Now Ghana is rising up. So how are you going to balance up the equation? It's so terrible.
The protest was characterized with various undemocratic actions and happenings. According to reports, over 21 people died in the process, and people have condemned the police and the DSS over the attacks on protesters, saying that it is undemocratic. People are of the opinion that Nigeria is fast becoming a failed state. Well, this is Voice on Flip TV. I'm your uncle Christian Chuku. You can also watch us on Flip TV Plus and also get the best of Voice Pop.